across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Washington football team. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down. Run, he'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll have a first down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's going to air one out. And he's got it. What a catch. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone. This time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Open man right side is Tony. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's touchdown. That's caught. Kadarius Toney, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. McCann's got it teed up. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And the tackle there by Chris Barnes. Well, this defense for the Giants, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, Gibson. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing, Mayfield. Over the middle here to Brown. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Mayfield with it once more. Got a man. It's Brown. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants 16. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack. Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. This will be caught by Brown. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part. Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Gibson. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. You know, it was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. Pick up 1st downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that 3rd and short? I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those 3rd down conversions are going to be huge in this one. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation. They'll try again, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At their own 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive. And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though. Still 9 remaining on second down. Now Herbert off the bootleg. He finds his man, complete. It's Richards. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Daron Payne in there to get him, and that is sack now for him on the year.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 14. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And Ingram holds it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. 2nd and 20. Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Chaz Surratt there to bring him down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked Xavier McKinney. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Herbert. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30. 10. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next is Washington 14, Giants 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen able to drop him for a loss of a couple. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. That's complete to Tony. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I'm here all day. Hey, check that, street. Come 19.
Herbert now. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be out right at the 35.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
2nd and 10.
52's the mic. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. 52's the mic.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
For a quarterback, there's 2 sides to this coin. Either he had complete faith that his guy would go up and get the ball, or his throw was up for grabs. Which one do you think he'll tell the coach when he goes to the sidelines?
Herbert operating from the red zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Herbert back to the air. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 52, Mike 52. Here we go, here we go. Hey, Mike 52.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
55 is Mike, guys, 55.
They snap it to Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's into the clear. The 30. 10. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give running right, Gibson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Mayfield now. It's complete to Brown, right side. And a tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. Here's Tressway now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Herbert on 1st down now. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Herbert. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check 43.
They go play action. Mayfield. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
33. Point it right.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
42's the mic, boys. 42's the mic.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. A quick throw, but incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Run. Let's get off the field. Mike's 42.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Going up top. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, "Here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion."
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On third down, Mayfield. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check safety, check safety.
Here's a give to Gibson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the Giants' 35-yard line.
Get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 42's the mic. 42's the mic. Hey, let's get this.
from the gun. He'll hand this off. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 41 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
A handoff for Gibson. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a third and about 5.
Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. And his kick here is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
55
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert going for the deep ball. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the... Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Looking to throw. Herbert. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. McCann's got it teed up. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 53 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Chris Barnes there on the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Here's Gibson. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. Herbert's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So it's Washington getting the victory here, and they were